I promise you, you will get to a place, as long as you have the courage to go on the journey, where there's nothing to be afraid of ever again. Once you heal from within, the money, the love, the relationship, it'll all just flow. It'll all just be a representation of what's within. Some of us are so used to living in a constant state of disappointment because we were disappointed as kids that we will literally manifest ways to disappoint ourselves.
What you said about being a woman, like, fuck, I forgot that I'm here just to experience pleasure. Like, damn, that was so good.
I was always like wishing or hoping, and now I need to be convinced what I'm going to live, what I'm going to happen in my life.
I think it was also about I was my biggest limiting belief, and now I think I know how to let it go, actually.
You are an onion. Every time we do a little bit of work, it's like another layer of release. What we are committed to is to get you to the center, to the truth, to the I am. All of you know exactly who you are, exactly what is right for you, exactly what is wrong for you. You just need to trust yourself. People have walked out of this 3-day experience saying that it felt like a plant medicine ceremony without taking a single thing. They've called it life-changing, unreal, the most powerful weekend of their entire life. It's called Awaken Your Highest Self. And for the last 3 years, it's helped thousands of people finally deal with what they've been carrying for decades. The anxiety that they hide, the anger they never speak about, the constant feeling like something's off, but they don't know what. And this isn't about motivation. It's about finally feeling free in your body, your mind, your heart and soul, your life. So you can actually live as the version of yourself you were always meant to live as. And now we're doing it again, live, in person, one last time this year. Space is extremely limited. And once we fill the room, that's it. So if you felt stuck, but you know there's more waiting for you, go to dannymorel.com/awaken right now, or click the link in the show notes to register today. Welcome to the first ever Soul Sunday. I am so excited to be here with each and every one of you. If you are joining us, I want to set the vision and I want to set the tone for what this is here to do. This is here for those of you that are seeking, for those of you that want truth, for those of you that are ready for reconnection, for those of you that are ready for deep healing and resonance, for those of you that are ready to no longer be the victim to life, but to become the creator of life. And we did this because our posts resonate with so many different people, and people always have the question, how do I heal? How do I change my life? Admittedly, the path has been come to awaken, which if you've been to awaken and it has changed your life forever, just drop me an awaken right now, just to inspire those folks that have never been to awaken before. And yet I realize, and the team realizes, that there is absolutely no way that all of you from all over the world can travel and can, get on a plane and can, some of us, it's hard for us. We're not at the place in life yet where we can afford to, be able to book a hotel room for 3 days. Or maybe we have children at home, or maybe we have elderly parents that we're taking care of. Listen, I will speak something to that in a second, and I want you to write this down. We're going to jump right into it. Grab a pen and a piece of paper. Write this down. Whatever blocks you will always block you, and whatever stops you will always stop you, until you have the courage to face it. Okay? I'm going to say that again. Whatever blocks you will always block you, and whatever stops you will always stop you until you have the courage to face it. Yeah? And so you see, what happens is so many of us are living a life today that is filled with resistance and barriers and blockages. And we're here to talk about that. We're here to discover where all of that came from. Yeah. And as a result of that, every time the universe brings us face to face with an opportunity to grow, with an opportunity to transcend, what happens is we freeze. We freeze. And we go into that little wounded boy or little wounded girl version of ourselves. Instead of seeing the path, instead of thinking clear, instead of taking action, instead of being direct, we freeze. And we go into a time machine. And that time machine takes us back to that little girl or little boy version of ourselves that once was told that we are not enough. Yeah? And we spend our entire lives looking for a way to reclaim our enoughness, to reclaim our power. We look at posts and we read books that we should be able to manifest. And there's this thing called the law of attraction. And if I think it enough, then I'll be able to achieve it, right? And yet, when the rubber hits the road, we freeze. You see, many of us, the real issue is that we are unconsciously living life in a time machine, that the moment that God, the universe, source, brings us face to face with transformation, we go into our old selves and we think of all of the reasons why we can't have what we actually want in life. Drop an amen if this is resonating with you right now. Yeah? See, this is what we're used to. We're used to living a life this way. We're used to living life in resistance. We're used to seeing the obstacle. We're used to backing away instead of clearly being able to see a way to fix it. What if there was a way for you to fix anything and everything in your life? What if there really was a way? Please look at me, all of you in my eyeballs right now. This is not bullshit. This is not hype. This is not coming from a college degree. This is not coming from a book that I read. This is not coming from an Instagram post. This is not coming from the sages. This is not coming from anyone outside of fucking divine truth. What if there was a way for you to fix everything in your life? What if there was a way for you to actually have it all? Would you be open to that? Drop me the word open right now. Are you feeling this right now? Drop me the word feel right now. Some of you are in resistance. Some of you, I'm trying to get you open, and some of you are like, oh, open, feel. Some of you are like, the fuck, what this fucking Latino guy talking about? Open this bullshit. It's okay. That's okay. That's just resistance. Yeah. You see, this is the wounded man. The wounded masculine lives in what the fuck? What the fuck? How much? What the fuck? And the feminine lives in allowance. Breathe in. You have to allow the breath in. Exhale. You have to allow yourself for your voice to be heard. Some of you can't even do that. Some of you are in such resistance that your breathe is. And when I say you're like, oh, now we're smiling. See? We just got to work through the resistance. Work through resistance. Write this down. The smile is the key. The smile is the key to all of life. The smile shows you when you're free. The smile shows you when you're reconnected to joy. The smile shows you when you're back to yourself. Resistance looks like this. The smile, look at this, open. Yeah? And so what we're here to do today, guys, is we're here to start the process of reconnecting to your highest self. Here's my promise to you, and I want you to write this down. As long as you're willing to go deep enough, Write it down. As long as I'm willing to go deep enough. As long as I'm willing to face my fears. As long as I'm willing to let go of resistance. I truly can have it all. Keep writing. It doesn't matter what's happening in the world. It doesn't matter who the president is. Keep writing. It doesn't matter what happened in my last job. It doesn't matter what happened in my last relationship. It doesn't matter what life my mom and dad lived. It doesn't matter what neighborhood I'm in. Nothing outside of me has ever mattered. Nothing outside of me has ever mattered. But I've been making it matter. And as a result, I've been allowing it. And as a result, I've been allowing it all to stop me. Everything that truly matters is within. Everything that truly matters is within. Everything that truly matters is within. Now, drop your pen for a second, and I just want you to ground in this moment. No chatting, no nothing. No. I want you to put your right hand on your belly, your left hand over your heart. Later on, we're going to do some breath work, but for right now, I want you to take a deep breath in, hold that breath, and just ruminate on the thought. Everything that truly matters is within. Hold that breath and hold that thought, and let that thought permeate through every cell of your body. And think of one thing that's been blocking you right now. Go ahead, you know what it is, and exhale it with the sound of ah. Let it out. Ah. Hold that breath at the bottom. And the thoughts, ruminate with the thought. Everything that truly matters is within. Within. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Come on, breathe life in. Hold it at the top. Come on, there you go. Some of you are challenged with breath. When you're challenged with breath, you're challenged with life. It's okay. We're going to remove the challenges. Hold that breath and ruminate with the thought. Everything that truly matters is within. We're here to let go of the resistance. We're here to let go of the challenges. And one of the places that signifies the challenges we have in life is in our breath. That's okay. We're here to hold you through it. Exhale one thing blocking you and let it go with the sound of va. And hold it at the bottom. Hold it at the bottom. And I want you to focus on one thing that you really want in life. And as you think of it, you might even feel a little ping in your heart, like, oh, I can't have it. That's resistance. Who feels that? Nod your head. Who feels that? Yeah, you look, yeah, you see, that's resistance. That's what you learned as a little boy or little girl. Yes. So just breathe it in as if it was already yours. Breathe it in, whatever it is, and hold it at the top. Some of you want love. Some of you want health. Some of you want healing. Some of you want money. Some of you want whatever you want. You shouldn't be typing right now. If you're typing, you are not participating. The typing is a form of resistance. It's a form of avoiding this moment. Can you see that? Don't answer that. Go inward. Ready? Exhale it out with the sound of ah. Now, everyone look at me. This is important. What did you notice during that exercise? How many of you had a hard time just closing your eyes and allowing yourself to breathe? Camila, I see that. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. How many of you found yourself needing to chat? How many of you found yourself needing to think in your mind? Who sees that? Yeah. Yeah. Some of you might have found yourself with a shortness of breath. Yeah. All of that is resistance. Yeah. All of that is resistance. And so what happens, my beautiful brothers and sisters, is we are going to get together every first Sunday of the month. For you collective members and inner circle members, you're obviously, this is just what we do every week. For those of you that are joined, this is just new. This is just your opportunity. For those of you that are seeking truth, for those of you that are seeking freedom, for those of you that are seeking healing, and we're going to make this pay what you want. Some of you paid 50 cents. Some of you paid a penny. Some of you paid $100. Some of you, whatever. It's not about that. We're here to heal humanity. And how do we heal humanity? We heal ourselves. And what is the place that we need to heal within ourselves? The resistance that keeps us from being the very thing that we know we already are. Do you understand this? I'm going to give you a story right now. This week, when I saw a piece of land, a ranch. It's gorgeous. I fell in love with it. It'll be over a $5 million purchase. It's going to require 3 more little homes and domes. We're going to build a lake, man-made lake into the land. It's 45 acres. Many of you might have seen a little sneak peek in Instagram stories the other day, but this is going to be the place that we're on a monthly basis. Our collective and inner circle members can come, can experience medicine work, can experience healing, and it's big. And I remember just a year ago, so I would have walked through that land. You know what would have met me? Resistance. Resistance. Why? I got a lot going on. I'm building our dream house. Just 3 days earlier, I bought an investment property cash. And now I'm thinking, oh my God, I wish I didn't buy that one. I should have just waited for here. And instead, I just asked myself the question, will you continue living in resistance? Or will you step into allowance? Write that down. Will you continue living in resistance? Or will you step into allowance? Yeah, and I simply allowed. And I'm putting together a beautiful investor deck for all of our wonderful collective and inner circle members, because I know that we've been talking about this to be a part of something beautiful and special like this forever. And I'm declaring today that within the next 60 days, we will be the owners of this wonderful property. And the world is going to heal at it. And it will be the first of 3 properties. We will have a ranch. We will have a beachfront location in Latin America somewhere. And then we will have one in Spain for all of our European folks. And Awaken is going to lead people back into themselves. And when they're ready to sit with the medicine and go deeper within themselves, then they will go to one of our 3 locations. And together, all of us here with Soul Sundays, there will eventually be 1 million people here. So our team, if we have a hard time with 300, we're going to have a really fucking hard time with 1 million. So we need to get some shit figured out here, right? Because we need to prepare for that. Yeah. Can you imagine what 1 million people doing breath work together would do for all of humanity? It's what's going to happen. The book is coming out in May, and we're going to drive everybody here every Sunday. This is what I love to do, is connect to you guys in this way. Now watch this. Do you feel the allowance in me? Do you feel the declaring in me? Do you feel not only the vision in me, but the certainty in me, and also the allowing in me? Did you ever hear me say, I wonder how it's going to happen? No. That's the journey I've been on in my life, my beautiful brothers and sisters. And all I can tell you is this, is that I hope you feel there is no separation from you and I. I hope you feel now and finally understand from the depths of my heart and soul that I'm not the guy on Instagram. I'm you. And you are not a follower. You are me. And we're on this beautiful journey together. And all I can tell you is that what I've been able to experience in my life is that once you let go of and heal all of the resistance, whatever health you want, we've seen people heal autoimmune diseases. Our brother Wilkinson is battling the C word right now, and his smile is back, and he's coming back stronger than ever, and he's alive and feeling great. And we've seen people completely kick prescription medications. If it's money you want, I've personally helped people who were making $70,000 a year, now making $1 and $2 million a year. I've helped people making $2 million a year, now making 10 and 15 million. It's the numbers irrelevant. Write this one down. The universe doesn't care how many zeros are attached to your goal. Does it care? Guess who's the only one that cares? You. But not the real you, the resistance within you, the stories within you. We're here to break those stories down. The stories your mom and dad taught you, the disappointment, the hurt, the pain, the ancestral energy that has been trapped inside of you. It cares. It's what blocks you. Relationships. How the hell could you explain that a 5'8" from the ghetto Latino former asshole could attract the most glorious, beautiful, heavenly, smart, spiritually connected woman literally on planet Earth? How do you explain that? How do you explain that? Literally, how do you explain that I was in ceremony and the medicine told me you're going to meet and attract the woman of your dreams, and you together, you are going to have a little girl? Literally, and 2 years later, I met her and I had a little girl. How can you explain that? This shit don't happen in church. That shit don't happen in therapy. Never will. Can I tell you why? Because that only works with the mind. What you're here to do today and what you're going to experience today is a liberation of your heart and soul, is a connection with the divine. You're going to see and receive answers like you've never seen them and received them ever before. And all you've got to be willing to do is let go of the resistance. By the way, this is some of you who also came to Awaken and maybe have done a little breath work or two. Yeah? And maybe you're even in the collective and inner circle, but maybe it's just like, yeah, life is just a little hard. Let me ask you a question. Why are you making it hard? Well, Danny, but you don't understand. It's because of this client. Why are you putting up with the client? Oh, but Danny, you don't know. It's because of the narcissist. The narcissist. It's their fault. They did it. Well, how did you attract a narcissist? And let's do a deeper question. Write these two words down. You ready? Love and fear. Write them down. Come on, we're flowing. If you're in flow with me, type in flow. Let's just deal with this shit head on, because everyone loves to make money off of your pain. Everyone loves to make money off of the fact that you're locked into this narcissist shit. So let's deal with this once and for all. Because yeah, I was married to a narcissist for 13 years. Just figured it out, by the way, 2 weeks ago. But I'm not going to do that to her or to me. That's a little girl that's in deep pain. You see, write down the word fear, and underneath fear, write down racism. And underneath racism, write down scarcity. And underneath scarcity, write down poverty. And underneath poverty, write down judgment. And underneath judgment, write down resistance. And underneath resistance, write down narcissist. Underneath the word love, write down peace. Underneath peace, write down oneness. Underneath oneness, write down healing. Underneath healing, write down abundance. Underneath abundance, write down surrender. And underneath surrender, write down forgiveness. And underneath forgiveness, write down acceptance. Underneath fear, write down victim. Underneath love, write down creator. All eyes on me. Who can see it? Who can see it? By the way, who can see all the ways in which you judge yourself? Who could see all the ways in which you hold on to the pain yourself? Who could see the ways in which you compare yourself? Who could see all the ways in which you speak to yourself in a lacking manner? Who can see all the ways in which when you embody fear and separation, yeah, they're a narcissist. Because you unknowingly are in victim energy. So there's got to be someone to blame. When you're in love, when you're in the frequency of love, who could see that the person you love the most is yourself? Well, the buck stops there, because if you really love yourself, would you allow yourself to hold on to the pain and the separation and the judgment necessary to call someone that word? Yes or no? You tell me. Look at it. You're seeing it right there. You get it? Above fear, write down resistance. And above love, write down I am. Ready to remember who you really are? Soul Sundays is a 3-hour journey, part sacred gathering and part radical self-discovery, where you release the weight of old wounds, reconnect with your heart, and open yourself to the life that you're actually meant to live. You just need to be ready to breathe, feel, and expand. Join us this month. Come as you are, leave with a heart wide open, and you can pay whatever you can. Reserve your spot today at DannyMorel.com/Soul Sundays. You may be new here, but do you see the two paths, and do you see the resonance of truth? It might be challenging. It might be challenging. The challenging is the good part. The challenging is the part that is starting to stir up in you and starting to wake you up. That's the good part. But can you feel the resonance of truth? the resonance of it. You can feel it. It's a path. And this is what is happening to humanity right now. There are literally two worlds being created. A world of people that live in fear and a world of people that live in love. I'm not a white guy speaking to you, by the way. I'm not, let's just call it what it is. Because you're used to the spiritual folks being the old white dudes, the old white evangelists that are trying to take your fucking money in the suit and going, and you fucking fall and shit. No. I'm the real fucking shit. So you can't use that excuse, can you? Come on. This is the real deal. It's a real human being speaking to you. Yeah. So let me, you ask me, do I experience racism? Do I experience muggings? Do I worry about my car getting broken into? Do I experience being stolen from? Do I experience poverty? No. What I am literally telling you is that when you heal and upgrade your energy within, the outside world has to match the frequency in which you live from. Ready? I'm going to upset some of you that are from the Middle East. You're not going to like this. But this is why you guys get so mad when I don't talk about Gaza. Can I tell you why? Because I don't watch the news, so I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Because I'm not in fear and I'm not in separation. And I love myself so much. So since I love myself so much, why would I give my energy to something that is not me? This is where I'm putting my energy. I'm putting on my energy on what I can control. I'm putting my energy into what I can become. I'm putting my energy into who I can help to see, who is ready to see the truth. Do you understand? So when you getting mad at me for not speaking about things, you're not actually getting mad at me. You're getting mad at yourself. Because in me, you're just seeing the parts of you that have the courage to not be sucked into the negative frequencies that are available in this world. Above fear or in fear, did we write the word separation? And if not, write it down. It's the opposite of oneness. So we live in a world where we're all separate. We're separated by race. We're separated by economy. We're separated by country. We're separated by politics. We're even separated by followers. And so you look up to people just because of the amount of followers that they have. Don't do that. Most of these people with a lot of followers have a lot of followers because they're in deep pain and they need a lot of followers. They need that outside validation. So do you want to understand the root cause of separation? The root cause of separation, the root cause of you being separate from everything you want in life, the root cause of you being separate from literally the money you want, the health you want, and the relationships you want. Drop me a yes or drop me a root if you really want to know. It's the separation from God. It's the separation from God. Before we get started, because that was just all flow. Before we get started, I want to let you know that you're going to need a comfortable space to lay down and something to be able to cover your eyes a little bit later, okay? Okay, a little bit later in about 45 minutes. But God was never and has never been and is never separate from you. And this was the original lie. The original lie that was that God lives outside of us. You were taught to reach up. You were taught to look up in prayer. You were taught to ask and hope. You were never taught to go inward. You see, look at me, please. This is very important. The original lie was your soul going into the very space that you needed to go into, the very separation that you needed to experience in order for your soul to one day crave the truth and the oneness that you truly are and always have been. The original lie was the story of Adam and Eve. Regardless of whatever religious belief you have, there's always a story of separation, and God always happens to be a man or outside of you. It's always the answer is outside of you. Even in Kabbalah, by the way, which is getting popular nowadays, it's always a sage. My question is, who's this fucking sage? Where's the sage? Where's the sage? I don't see where. The sage is you. The answer is you. Yeah? You see, when you are taught to look up in prayer, you're looking to the masculine. But if you're looking to the masculine, you're negating the feminine. If you're looking up, you can't be looking down. If you're praying and hoping, you can't be grounded in truth. The original story of Adam and Eve was the original separation of your masculine and feminine energy. It was the original separation from your soul and body's ability to create whatever life that you want to create. It was the original lie implanted like a microchip into your subconscious system to separate you, to make your original parents, to make your mother deceitful. Pause with that one. Because many of you have read books that say, don't trust the heart because the heart is deceitful. What is the heart? What was Eve? Write this down. Eve represented the feminine. The feminine is the heart. The feminine is the ability to receive in life. Now, question. Could it be this is the reason why so many of us are continuously looking for the answer outside of us? Could it be that this is the reason why so many of us are looking for and hoping for answers outside of us? Could it be that this is the reason why so many of us are wanting to get somewhere in life and then we will be happy? Why? Well, because the heart is the opposite of all of that. The heart allows, the heart attracts, the heart receives. Could it be that one of the greatest issues we actually have that is blocking us from the relationship that we want, from the finances that we want, from the health that we want, is that our heart is blocked and that our feminine is blocked? For you women, answer me this. If God is a man, what does that make you? You ever thought about that? If God is a man, what does that make you? What if all along Darkness has wanted our beautiful women, which are simply the physical representation of our heart. We'll get to that in a second. To always feel less than, to always feel unsafe, to always feel unworthy, to always feel unimportant, to always feel not enough. And hang on a second, doesn't that sound a lot like racism? Doesn't that sound a lot like poverty? Doesn't that sound a lot like everything that we wrote on the side of fear? Could you see how separation is so sneaky? Separation just wants you separate from your divine truth. It wants you in a constant state of waiting. What was Adam? Adam was the masculine. Adam didn't have the balls to listen to his truth, did he? Adam was deceived by the feminine. So Adam wasn't strong enough. He wasn't courageous enough. He didn't lead. Could you see the distortion and the imbalance right then and there? Could you see beyond the story? Can you see the energy of the story? And can you see how it literally has separated us from the truth of who we are? What was the snake? Well, some of you know this. The snake is the kundalini. The snake is your soul's ability to shed what no longer serves you. This is why some of you stay stuck your entire life. Because you've been told that the serpent is the liar. Look at the snake. What does the snake do? The snake sheds and is reborn. This is why energetically all of our chakras are all locked up. Because no one's ever taught us to access them. We've been told that they're like new age and that they're the devil and they're what's wrong. And here I am living a beautiful life, simply telling you that when I healed and I unlocked all of these things within me, everything started to change. The snake is your kundalini energy. It's your ability to awaken. It's your connection with pleasure and joy. One of the greatest things that our women are struggling with right now is they are disconnected from pleasure and joy. Women, please wake up. You are the only species in planet Earth that has a little thing that is solely dedicated to one purpose. Anyone know what that little thing is? It's like a little acorn. And us men like to go like that to it. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. What is it? It's the clitoris. It's the clitoris. Yeah? You ever wonder why you're the only species in all the planet? The fucking lions don't have this. The trees don't have this. The nothing have this. Only you have this one thing that is meant to bring you pleasure. It's because that's what you're meant to live in. Unbridled, unharnessed, unstoppable pleasure. Pleasure and joy, my beautiful brothers and sisters, is what you are actually here to live in. Heaven is not a place that you wait to go to when you die. It's what you finally see when you leave all of the fear, when you leave all of the resistance, when you leave all of the separation, and you return back to the truth. And I know what your mind is saying, but how? We're going to lead you to how in a second with breathwork. God was never meant to be separate from you. You were taught to request instead of declare. You were taught to hope instead of declare. You were taught to believe instead of to know. From now on, when you speak to God, you don't look up, you don't look down. You look in the one place where God has always been, in the center. in the center. You are, have you ever seen those kaleidoscopes, those shapes that like when you just keep doing circles, and then in the middle of the circle is like this, there's this center point. That's life, guys. That's all of the universe. All of the universe is a mathematic equation. All of the universe is energy. And this is why it's so important for you to let go of any negative energy in your life. Because it keeps you in requesting, and keeps you in hoping, and keeps you in wondering. Do you know who you are? It is time for you to remember who you are. It is time for you to remember that you are not separate from the divine, that you are one with the divine. It is time for you to remember that everything that you deem in your life as bad, you called it in to teach you something, to make you aware of something. Who's had a bad breakup? Send me a yes. Yeah? Okay, you ready? You ready to step out of victim energy? You ready to step into creator energy? This is serious. Not everybody has the courage to do this. But you said you wanted more money. You said you wanted love. You said you wanted better health. This is where the rubber meets the road. You come to something Danny does. We talk truth here. You're going to change your life. The only way to not do it when you're in our energy, when you're in our resonance, is if you are in resistance. So if you're ready, let me ask you this question. What did you learn from it? What did it teach you about yourself? What did it expose you to? Ladies, I'm talking to you right now because you are our queens. You've just been walking around acting like peasants. And it's time that you cut that shit out. Come on, write it down. What did he teach you? What did he show you? I'll tell you what my ex showed me. My ex showed me that I wasn't strong. My ex showed me that I wasn't truthful. My ex showed me that I wasn't honest. My ex showed me that I was a coward. I can't blame her for that. She was my life's greatest gift. I thank her for that. I love her for that. I honor her for that. I will fucking kiss her feet for that. I support her for that. I will pay her for that for the rest of my life, because without her, I wouldn't be the man that I am today. I would still be stuck attracting the same shit. Can you get it? Can you let go? Can you thank him right now? Can you love him right now? Can you honor him right now? Can you let go of the pain right now? This is your moment. This is your moment. Can you? Send them love. He was just revealing to you what was inside of you. And the resistance is the thing that has you calling him whatever cockamania, fucking Instagram made up shit. Call him a fucking narcissist, a fucking bypasser, or a globetrotter, or whatever. But don't accept that you created it. Don't accept that it was here to teach you. Don't do that. Why? Because they all want you to stay in victim energy. They all want you to stay in pain. Stay in the pain. Let me ask you, how's your life? How's your money? How's your relationships? How's your health? How is it? Because I love the people on Instagram. Fuck you. I can tell you, if you have the energy to be fighting with someone on Instagram, You ain't happy. You ain't free. You ain't in peace. You for sure as hell ain't wealthy. You're not in a great relationship, and you're living in hell. Yes or yes? Oh, I got a smile out of Sabina. Look at that. I got a little smile. There we go. This is your moment right now. Because in a second, we're going to do breath work and we're going to cement it all in. This is your moment. What are you going to do? Seriously. You're going to hold on or let go? You're going to stay in victim or accept ownership? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? If you can't let go of this, if you blaming him or her for this, let me ask you a question. How are you ever going to grow a business? How are you ever going to deal with the shit that happens in business? How are you ever going to hire someone? How are you ever going to fire someone? How are you ever going to take ownership? Some of you keep losing jobs and keep getting fired and not getting bonuses, and you think it's your boss's fault. It's the same way you think it's Trump's fault right now. Because you're always looking outside to blame someone or something else. That's what victim energy does, guys. Victim energy is in a constant state of looking to blame outside. Write this down. Victim energy is in a constant state of looking outside. Creator energy is in a constant state of looking inside. So that, this is the key. This is what makes you rich, abundant, happy, successful, sexy, healthy, and live a long life. You ready? Here we go. So that whatever happens outside doesn't fucking matter. Who gets it? Who gets it? Who gets how powerful you actually are, how beautiful you actually are? By the way, can you see how victim energy is in fear? Go back to the list. Can you see it? Can you see how it's in separation? Can you see how creator energy is in love? Can you see it? Yeah? Can you see it? That's right, my brother Jerry. That's right, power. You see, and can you now see and understand how you were taught to request from God? How to pray? Diosito, please, por favor. Can you please bring me more money if it's your will? The fuck? There's some magical thing outside of you that if it's its will, then you live an abundant life? What kind of stupid shit is that? Who sees the trap? Who sees how dark it actually is? It began in childhood, guys. It began in childhood. It began when you didn't feel empowered or safe by your mom and dad to be yourself. It began when you had to beg them to see you and feel you and hear you and allow you. My kid asked me today, Tata, can I go outside by myself with my friends? And I go, I don't, get out there, go. You're free. Teach your children to be free. Teach your children to learn. Empower your children. You're just the guide rails. That's all you are. It began where your parents hit you, where the people that were supposed to love you spanked you. That confusion, the separation began. I saw this video just today on Instagram. There was this father, and he was like, man, I've been home alone with these kids. And he had one kid looking at the wall in one corner, one kid looking at the wall in the other corner, one kid looking at the wall in the other corner, and then the little baby, like 2 years old, looking at the corner. And the little baby's looking like, what is happening right now? And he's filming them all, thinking that it's funny. And I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. Anything outside of love separates you. And by the way, you're not a victim to that either. Because even that, if you allow it, was a perfect part of your path.
Oh.
And then you went to a teacher's room. And you had to beg and hope for that teacher to let you go potty. And you had to do good so that teacher could give you a good grade. And then you grew up and you had to like wait till this thing called the government allowed you to do whatever it is that you want to do. And then, by the way, based off of how much pain is inside of you, based off of how much you separate by economic class and separate by race and separate by all of that, that literally drives which party you're a part of. And you think you're in the right party, but guess what? I don't give a shit which one you're in. You're still in separation. And then it continued with religion, because religion was the mask, not the presence. Religion became a way, please listen to me, to manage the ache of the disconnection within you, because you connected with other people that were in disconnection. It offered certainty where mystery once lived. All of life, all freedom and power is in mystery. Religion was the thing that kept you in separation. It's the thing that profited from the very separation that you had been living in. It is the thing that the energy within you, the separation within you, attracted. Because the same way pain is the only force and frequency that can attract the narcissist that you blame, is the same way that guilt and separation is the only energy that can attract the religion that you were in. Can you see this? You become one, you ain't gonna sit, you ain't gonna be a part, you ain't gonna listen to other people telling you what to do, telling you what to wear and how to act and where to go. You ain't gonna listen to any of that. And yet, it's the greatest thing that ever happened. Yeah? It's the greatest thing that ever happened, because it's the opposite of what our soul looks for. It's the opposite of oneness and truth. And you can't ever really seek or desire or search for oneness and truth if you first don't feel the letdown of separation. You were taught to fear what was meant to be felt. You were taught that you're a sinner, or that you're bad, or that if you didn't do certain things that you'd go to hell. It's fear. It's not love. It's fear of punishment, fear of hell, fear of getting it wrong. This was man's voice. This was distortion's voice. This was the voice of darkness, not God. Because true divinity invites, it doesn't coerce. True divinity invites. It doesn't coerce. Shame is not a spiritual tool, guys. And the God won't use shame to control. The notion of sin, the notion of the devil, the notion of hell. Let me ask you a very serious question. What if it was erased from you forever? What would it free up space for within you? Would your vessel be more open for God's light? Would you letting go of all of what is negative finally allow you to receive all of the blessings and abundance that your heart really searches for? Because that's when healing happens, guys. Healing happens when we stop punishing ourselves for being exactly as we were made to be. Jen and I had the most powerful breakthrough of our entire lives this week, and I'd like to share it with you. We started to realize, by the way, Finding the One is coming back. I think we're going to film this week. So we're really excited about that. We started to realize something. We started to realize how all of us as human beings are afraid to be our authentic self. Pay attention. What's our authentic self? It's our real self, our real desires. Yeah. And so what happened is that we started to realize that as we're afraid to be our authentic selves, well, in every couple, in every relationship, there's a third entity, and that is the entity of your relationship. It's the energy of your relationship. Yeah. And so then what happens is if you are afraid to be your authentic self, then the relationship you create cannot possibly be in the energy and frequency of the authenticity of your relationship. We are all so busy trying to fit the mold of relationship. Think about it. Even relationship is controlled. And then when someone tries to do something outside of the norm, we think they're crazy. So I'm just going to throw it out there. Not that this is what we're doing, but I'm just going to throw it out there. You know, there's couples out there that are in thruples, right? There's 3 of them. And they all have sex with each other and they're all kind of happy. And look, that's not my thing. But what within me is judging that? What if that is their soul's way to fully express themselves? Why would I judge that? I'll tell you why. And what am I judging it against? I'm judging it against this box that society has told us that relationships must fit in. Some couples don't sleep with each other in the same bed, and we judge it. Some couples may be apart from each other for months at a time, and we judge it. We judge everything. Why? Because judgment lives within us. And so when Jen and I finally got honest, you know what we both desire? Freedom. Like real freedom. You know what makes me happy as a man? Is to be able to provide whatever the hearts of the people that I love desire. I'm the kind of guy that I'm like, baby, you want to go on a girls trip? Please don't ever ask me. I will pay for all of your girls to go. I will coordinate it. I will do whatever. Go be happy. But then guess what I want as well? I want to be happy as well. I want to be free as well. And we finally started talking. We finally let go of all the cobwebs. And I'm booking my trip with my guys. She's booking her trip with her girls. And guess what? We feel free. Because that's what makes us happy. You know what real love is? Real love is allowing you to be you. Real love is being honest with you and your partner, allowing them to be them and coming together in beautiful communication to just share your honest truth. That's why you guys like Finding the One so much, because we are just honest. Yes or yes? Yeah, it's like, oh my God, they're just so honest. Yeah, you get to be that honest yourself, guys. Yeah. And what's the frequency that holds us back from that honesty? It's shame. It's shame. These are not the, so here's what I want to ask you right before we go to breathwork. You ready? What do you want to declare and embody from this day forward? I'm going to help you with this. What do you want to declare and embody? No more God's will. Please don't say those words ever again. If somebody says those words, can you say, I promise not to say that shit ever again? Camila, come on. You're laughing too much. That means I know it's you. Jackie, you too. Jerry, YouTube. There's no fucking God outside. There's no magical police guard. That's why Jesus never said, what did he say? What did they lie to you? That's what he said. You can only get to the Father but through me. There's no fucking Father. What about the mother? Do you get it? By the way, he never said, Our Father who art in heaven. Look at the Aramaic translation. He actually was speaking to the oneness of the universe. He never said, you can only get to the Father but through me. No, he never said that. You're not a prisoner to this. That's a make-believe. Or look, ready? Let me just be honest with you. Here, I'm gonna expand my screen. Look, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You can be. You can be. I just expanded my screen. I'm no longer seeing the keynote. I want to see all of you eye to eye. You could live the rest of your life like that, thinking that there's some magical good thing and bad guy. This is all religion, separation. Oh, there's the good guy and the bad guy. And if you do the good thing, then you're going to get, ain't that the same shit as Santa Claus? Oh, if you take the jab, then you're going to live. Ain't that the same shit as COVID? Isn't it all fear, guilt, control, shame, and manipulation? Can you open your eyes and see what it's been all along? So there's nothing outside of you. There's nothing to hope for or pray for. Stop hoping and stop praying. Stop believing and start declaring and knowing. Step into your life's truest power. There is no more, well, I'm trying to do okay. There is no more, well, someday my dream partner is going to show up. There is no more, well, someday I'm going to hit the lotto, or someday I'm going to, no, fuck that. I declare, say that. I declare. Yeah? So ready? What are you ready to declare? Here we go. Number one, when it comes to love, write this down. What are you willing and ready to declare? And here's the key part. Embody. Embody. What are you ready to declare when it comes to love? Write it down. What are you ready to declare from now on and embody when it comes to your relationship with God? Write it down. The creator, source, you and God, you and the universe, you're not separate. You're one. You're one. The craziest shit. You guys start like believing all this Kool-Aid that I'm trying to tell you guys. You guys are going to start getting rich and happy and free and have a lot of sex. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Just ask the members. All the members will tell you. It's just what happens. And the only way it can't happen is if you're in resistance. You release the resistance, it all starts showing up for you. Okay, ready? Now watch. Ready? Okay, now here comes the hard part. Ready? If you're going to embody the things that you say you want to embody with love, then you have to be honest. Everybody just say honest. It's time to be honest. Sabina, say honest. Okay, there you go. You have to be honest with all of the parts of you that are not loving to yourself. Write it down. Come on. How are you not loving to yourself? I'll give you examples, and then it's time to I don't know, make an investment and you get afraid. It's time to come to Awaken and you think of the price of the airplane or the hotel or how much the food is gonna. Can you see this? That's being unloving to you. That's stopping you before you even get to the thing. You want to go on a date and you're already thinking that they're gonna ghost you. You're constantly telling yourself that you're ugly. You're constantly looking in the mirror and you're ashamed of your body. Here's another one. You allow your mother or your father to control you, manipulate you, and mistreat you. a lot of very, very cultural people, particularly the people in the Middle East that I work from. It's very big, this familial like control, this power. Yeah. You allow yourself to be around people, whoever it is, bosses, clients, family members, whoever, who you feel that they're not very nice or loving. But you'd rather allow that than be alone. Can you see this? Can you see this? These are all the ways in which you show the universe that you're not actually ready for love and abundance. Yeah. I'm not saying cut people out. I'm not saying be mean. I'm not saying just become aware. And then I'll show you what we're going to do here in a second. Ready? Number 2, write down health, wellness. Right? What are you ready to declare and embody when it comes to health and wellness? I'll give you guys a story. Jen and I just moved this last week, 2 weeks ago. We used to live in an area that was outside of Austin. Keep writing. I'm just trying to help you. And it was so boring out there. And as a result, like I didn't really like walking. And I would check my phone because I track it on my phone. And, I like walking 10, 12,000 steps a day. But when I was living out there for a year and a half, my average was like 4,000. I started noticing on the videos. You remember the famous clip that was like, do you want to heal? And the woman was like, yes. And then I was like, then repeat after me. Remember that one? Look at my fucking gut. It's like sticking. And I was like, what the hell? Like I used to be ripped. Like when I met Jen, I had a 35 pack. I had no ounce of body fat on me at all. And you know what I started to realize? Oh my God. I'm not very happy with where I live. And Jen helped me realize, baby, I think we've been depressed for the last year and a half. Yeah. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because all of it adds up. All of it is energy. So as a result, I would overeat. I wouldn't do my exercising. I wouldn't walk. I built a gym in the house, which was cool, but I kind of like being around people. Yeah. What do you want to embody in your health? And listen to me, how are you unloving to your body? Now, I'm going to get you mad. When you are injecting your face with Botox, is that loving or unloving? Come on. Come on. This is real talk here. It's unloving, guys. You don't need that. You don't need that. It's a way you are unconsciously being unloving. Ready? When you're on the phone all day long, is that unloving or loving to your eyes and to your brain? It's unloving. It's unloving. Yeah. Ready? When you go to the grocery store and you buy non-organic versus organic, just because of price, is that loving or unloving? Yeah. Listen, when you take that Xanax or the fat pill or the whatever they're telling you to do nowadays, is that loving or unloving? I am not judging you. I am bringing you to truth, and I'm allowing you to see the distortion that is blocking you from all that you actually are. Yeah? You're not a victim, you're owner. Remember that. Yeah? Do you understand this? Right? When you look in the mirror in a non-loving way, if you're going to judge yourself, if you don't love what you see, how are you going to find someone that loves what they see? Do you get it? Who feels this? And all of this is energy. We're going to start healing it every Sunday, every Soul Sunday with our breath work. Okay. Number 3 is money. Money. Okay. Money. What are you ready to embody when it comes to money? Are you ready to risk a little bit more? Because what have you made risk mean to you? Yeah? Think about that. Are you ready to maybe like start loving yourself more with money, organic versus non-organic, right? Are you ready to create a new vision for yourself, right? Are you ready to allow, the greatest thing that the greatest obstacle we have is actually allowing ourselves. Some of you will get this 5 years from now if you're still around us. The greatest obstacle you have to face, there's no deeper truth that I'm going to tell you than this right now, is you allowing yourself to be everything that you say you want to be. Because if you were to actually allow yourself to be everything that you say you want to be, guess what ends? The struggle. And guess what you've been addicted to since you were a little boy or a girl? The struggle. That's why some of you need to come to Awaken, by the way, and keep coming. That's why some of you, when you come, they're like, this is my 75th Awaken, and I finally get it. It's why, it's because it's a journey. It's a process, right? And this is why some of you are going to want to go sit with Mother Aya pretty soon, or go sit with the medicine. This is why some of you in the collective love our journeys with cannabis, because we're going deep into this shit and we're healing it right then and there. But just ask you, what are you willing to declare? What do you want to declare and embody when it comes to money? I'll tell you a quick story. I have so many stories with this. Which one do you want me to? Yeah, I'll tell you a quick story. I remember when I was in real estate, and I was brand new, and my goal was to get my mother and my brothers a house. I didn't want to live in an apartment anymore. I had decided and declared, part of you, this is what you need to embody, by the way, is you need to start declaring upgrade in your life. Upgrade everything. Upgrade everything. I declared that I wanted to, buy my mom a house by the time I was 21 years old. I no longer wanted to live in apartments. No one in my family was a homeowner. We only had one homeowner in our family, and she was the evil tia. If you're Hispanic, you know what I mean. Like, we do this great job at like keeping everybody down, and the one person who makes it, they're fucking evil. It's got to be their fault. They did some shit wrong. If you're Black, you know what I mean too. Anyways, well, I wanted to own a house. So I just decided that I was going to be in real estate, and I didn't know how I was going to do it. Once you decide, you just declare, everything starts flowing and showing up. And true story. I didn't have any money for marketing. So, when we're in resistance, we let that stop us. I just wanted to buy my mom a house so bad. I was like, I'm not going to sit here and wait. I'm going to go make something happen. And so I just decided, every day of my life, 5 days a week, I'm going to go knock on doors and talk to people. And so this is what I did. Every day of my life, Monday through Friday, from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., I would knock on 300 to 400 doors. And I remember everybody in my office, I was a brand new agent. Everybody in my office was like, oh my God, Danny, but it's so hot. And you're going to get all sweaty. And what if they say no to you? This will change your life if you're listening to what I'm about to say. And guess what I did? I just flipped the tortilla. Every tortilla, who loves tortillas? Every tortilla has two sides to it. There's a negative side and a positive side, right? So when they said, oh my God, it's so hot, guess what I said? I'm going to get the dopest tan around. This shit is cool, man. I'm going to make some money and I'm going to get a tan. And when they said it's too hot, you're going to be sweaty, I said, I'm going to get a workout while I make money and I get a tan. And when they said they're going to say no, I said, every no leads me one closer to a yes. And every yes is going to make me rich. And every time I get richer, I'm going to be able to buy my mom a house. Oh my God, this is the greatest thing on planet Earth. See what I did? Who feels that? Who can see that the resistance is the very, why do you think that when Jen finally became single, so some of you men would have been like, oh man, number one, she's, she lives in London. Like, how much is the flight? Like, what about the hotel? Like, what am I gonna, do you think any of that stopped me? She was single on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I was like, so what are you doing this weekend? And she was like, don't you live in America? And I said, yeah, but I don't give a fuck. I'm coming for you. No resistance. No resistance. Yeah. By the way, which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Is this about money? Mm-mm. Pay attention here. I'm trying to give you some magic. That's not about money. It's about a decision that you make about what you declare for your life. And then the universe goes, oh yeah, let's see how bad you want it. And then it brings you face to face with something that normally causes you resistance. Who gets this? Raise your hands. And you normally back down from it, right? And this time you go, even if I die, fuck that. And then 10 years later, 5 years later, 4 years later, you're rich, you're happy, you're free, you're wealthy, you're healed. That's life. The very thing that you've been resisting, the very thing that's been holding you back, your soul has actually been attracting it to try to get you to where you want to be. Wave at me if you see it. Wave at me if you're having a moment where you go, oh shit, I can see how I'm the one that's been like causing everything I don't want. Raise your hands. But then guess what the beautiful thing is? Wave your hands if you can go, oh shit, that means that I could like unfuck myself. Raise your hands. Yeah, you see? Who's having a, oh shit, I'm the one moment? Yeah, you're the one. What do you want? Want to be a millionaire? Easy. That's the easiest thing in the world. Are you kidding me? We live in 2025. People are becoming millionaires by carving pumpkins. Shit. People are becoming millionaires by people are making up shit and just you can become it's the easiest thing in the world to become a millionaire. Will you allow it? Will you allow it? So you ready? Now, here comes the rubber. The rubber is going to meet the road right now. Here we go. You're going to declare I am. Ready? So write this down. This is the final step, and then we're going to go to breath work. The very thing that you want. So like you say, I'm ready for abundance. No. There's no ready for. There's no someday. There's no hoping. God told me today to tell you guys. By the way, I'm not one of these crazy pastors or preachers where God doesn't actually say it. I'm actually telling you what came to me, so I'm giving it to you. God literally said, stop praying. Stop thinking that someday it's going to happen. No. I am. I am abundance. I am love. I am beautiful. I am joy. I am the raise you want, the whatever you said you wanted and were ready to declare, you are now, listen to me, you are tapping into the God source within you. You are tapping into the I am, the power of I am. And you're removing yourself from needing to manifest or attract or anything. There is none of that. It is literally you. So share in the chat. What are you? I want to hear it. Kirk, my brother, I am the universe. That's right. Is the universe limited? No. Then can you be? No. I am love. I am success. Amanda, I want you to flip that. I'm glad. I am stepping out of limiting beliefs. No, I am limitless. Who sees the negative and the positive? Amanda, there's no more stepping out. There's no more, I am limitless. Yeah. I am health. I am love. I am brave. I am the one. I am prosperity. I am the solution. I am love. I am everything. I am abundance. I am Batman. There's always a funny one. I am the quantum. Yes, I am million. I am millions. That's right. Okay, now watch. Ready? Watch. If you were actually that, because be careful when you start declaring this stuff, because this is what happens. If you were actually that, how would you act different than you currently act? Ready? Everybody go like this. Here comes the, okay, watch. You ready? Watch this. I'm not telling you cost isn't a thing. I'm not telling you hotel isn't a thing. I'm not telling you flight is a thing. What I'm telling you is how long has it been a thing? And when will you finally see that it will always be a thing until you decide to move past it? Because I'm going to tell you the real truth. I would have swam to go get that woman. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Remove the resistance within, and you will change your life forever. The only limitations that there are in life, my friend Robert Grant said this when he was with us at the intensive, which some of you guys need to find a way to get to the health and wellness intensive in Mexico in October. The only limitations there are in life are the ones which we imagine. What was your greatest takeaway from today so far? I'm gonna actually break you guys up into breakout rooms for a second, and then we're gonna come back to breath work. Okay. All right, everybody, welcome back. If you're here, what I'd like you to do, I'd love to call a couple of you on to just raise your little yellow hand and just share what's been the greatest point of awareness so far today. What's been the thing that, like, a dot got connected, you became aware of something, and you just want to share that, or you're ready to declare something. And to preface this, some of you are a little bit newer. This is your first experience with us. I'm going to ask you to just keep it to, we're going to ask you to just keep it to the thing, because if we can keep it to about a minute or so, then we can allow several different people to share. All right. Shayla, we'll start with you.
Hi, Danny. Can you hear me?
Shayla, how are you? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, good. My biggest breakthrough right now is like this: I declare things. I was always like wishing or hoping,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, I need to be convinced what I'm going to live, what I'm going to happen in my life. So that was my big hand up.
So happy for you. For a lot of Latinos, guilt is like the energy that is like the deepest resonance within us. And so, some of us, it's like we're even guilty of stepping into our highest self. And hopefully what you start to see is like the freedom to be able to just step in and declare whatever it is that you want. So I'm really happy for you. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, let's go with team. If we could just keep it to the gallery view, because this way I could just see everybody. Let's go with Maggie, or her sister, or her best friend, or her homie, whoever's there.
Hello.
Hey.
Yes, my best friend, Sabrina.
Beautiful.
Hi. Hello. For me, it was I booked like ayahuasca next week, and then they canceled it like 1 week before in Spain. And when you said, why are you not coming to Awaken next month? What is keeping you from it? And then I was thinking about, I wanted to go to Costa Rica. And then I was like, it's too much money this year, because I also have to make another trip. And I was like keeping myself from it, like with the money. And then I was like, okay, maybe that's why it was canceled, because I had to go to that place. Like,
Beautiful.
I was keeping myself from it.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And best friend, what's your name?
Sabrina.
Sabrina, beautiful. How about you? Your greatest takeaway so far?
To think in you can allow yourself to get everything and don't believe that the only limitations are the limitation in yourself. That's the
That's
most
right.
thing I take with me.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. We're going to go with Daniel. Daniel, your greatest takeaway today so far?
I've been causing everything in my life that I don't want.
That's kind of fucking big, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. What made you finally go like, oh my God, wow.
Well, first the resistance, obviously, and then I was thinking and looking like, okay, fucking hell, man, I don't have a relationship right now. You know, I've been able to create lots of money, but I lose it this just in the same time. And I was like, fucking hell, man, this is also my responsibility.
It is, and that's an energy. Yeah, that's an energy. I was explaining to the earlier group, some of us are so used to living in a constant state of disappointment because we were disappointed as kids that we will literally manifest ways to disappoint ourselves. Daniel, there's a lot of work. If you can get to Awaken, come. It looks like you're in Europe. We'll be coming to London soon, but I'm just really glad that you were able to see that. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. All right, let's go with Melissa Pereira.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
What was your
Lovely.
greatest moment of awareness or takeaway?
Right. For me, it's a couple of things, but mostly it was realizing that I had issues regarding my beliefs around money, and a lot of resistance there. And also realizing that as much as I try to live from creator energy, that I still feel like a lot of people around me know better, know better than I do about what's right and how to live. It's like something I wasn't admitting to myself,
Yes.
but that's a big resistance in me that I'm not trusting my own desires and what I already know to be true.
I'm so glad you brought that up, Melissa. Melissa, what culture are you?
I'm Sri Lankan, so
Sri Lan-
Southeast Asian. Yes.
Does it resonate with you that in some of these places of the world, it's like your mom or your dad or your uncle, your sister, your brother, like they all know more than me. Does that resonate with you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys, you have to understand this is that the reason why that happens is because the energy of the people, no one has been shown freedom to be themselves. And so when they finally become adults, they feel like it's their chance to have the power over the little people. Let me tell you something. My daughter is 2 years old and she knows everything she needs to know. All of you know exactly who you are, exactly what is right for you, exactly what is wrong for you. You just need to trust yourself. Okay. That was a big one. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you.
Thanks, Danny.
Mi hermano Leo.
Hermano, it's a pleasure to be here with you this beautiful Sunday, man. Hey, I was laughing out loud when I heard you said, after the 75th Awaken, I finally got it. Yeah, man, because it's like that, man. It's my, this past Awaken was my 9th Awaken. And there's things that I was like, shit, I finally got it. Yeah, it hit me. So I've been working so hard. And I keep telling people, hey, one is not it. You have to keep coming. You have to keep coming. But I've been working really, really into my resistance big time. And I think we're not fully conscious about our resistance because resistance can only be on I'm a real estate agent. It can be also on a phone call I don't want to return. I'm looking for abundance. I'm looking to be a millionaire, but there's a phone call that I don't want to return. Somebody told me, hey, I have $1 million and I want to invest. And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to freak out. And I'm like, yeah, if he doesn't answer the phone the other day, oh shit, I feel great. He didn't answer. Things like that. That's resistance. It hit me when, how can I be asking for abundance and to be a millionaire if I'm not doing the work, if I'm not putting in the work? So thank you so much for that, hermano.
It's a journey, my friend. It's a journey. We're all on the journey. I love hearing this. Let's go with Martin. Can you guys see this? Like, it's like we're all on the path. And if you, the greatest thing I could ask you is to be patient with yourself when you're on this path, because a lot will come up. Yeah. Martin, your greatest point of takeaway.
Oh, it was to honor my ex-wife, actually. I just, went through this awful divorce, got dumped. My family got split up. I had my company that was dying that got saved. So I think it was also a bit about I was my biggest limiting belief. And now I think I know how to let it go, actually.
Beautiful.
So thanks, brother.
Well, in the breath work, we're gonna let go of some stuff right now. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's go with just a couple of more of you. Let's see here, Mobina Siami. And then we'll go with
Hello.
Jan next. Hey, how are you?
I'm excellent. How are you, Danny?
Wonderful. Where are you joining us from?
Toronto.
Toronto, Canada. You guys have been asking me to go to Canada forever.
Yes, please, begging you. I've been to Awaken in Miami last year. I've sat with ayahuasca. I've sat with mushroom. I've sat with 5-MeO. And then I'm like, this question has been bugging me. If we are God and complete and whole, then why do we need healing? Why do we have soul corrections? Why do we have limitations, fears, right? And then it just came to me that that's all human made. That's like the human me, right? And I'm so used to leaning into the human than the God within me. And so everything you said today about declaring, because God created the entire universe just through word. So all I have to do is declare. And then what you said about being a woman, like, fuck, I forgot that I'm here just to experience pleasure. Danny.
I know, and you're so up here. Well, how come
Like, damn.
right?
That was so good.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's so juicy. That's like a good moment. Oh no, thank you.
Thank
you. Yeah.
Anyways, love to all.
Absolutely. Who got that? Life is great. We go to Yoklin and Yan. By the way, guys, I just want to share with you guys, these are my friends from, I don't know, Switzerland or somewhere out there on
The Netherlands.
Netherlands, same shit, but they're from the Netherlands.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, guys. How are you? Who's
really? This is our youngest daughter, Ivy.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, Danny. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, you should be so proud of your mom and dad. They've done a lot of hard work to heal their hearts. You should be so.
Do you understand? Hij zegt, je mag heel erg trots zijn op mama en Jan, omdat wij heel erg ons best hebben gedaan om ons hartje te helen. And we also do it together, right? Affirmations, thankfulness, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are really, really happy, Danny, also with the call today, seeing you, of course, and we can't wait till the end of the month. We are coming to America. We booked Mexico. Jan is busy with Costa Rica. I'm going also in November, so everything is rolling. And what you say earlier in this conversation about divorce and marriage and everything, and your forgiveness and love, I'm so proud that that's what I live for the last years, because that's why my daughter is, I getting emotional, so happy. And Jan and I also really go through it. So I'm really thankful.
You guys, these beautiful people have gone through some deep, deep work. Some of you know their story, but my brother Jan flew to sit with ayahuasca. How are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm back now for 3 weeks, but every day I'm getting more connected with myself, with my body, with my love, with my gifts of what I can bring to the people around me, and the connection with me and Ivy. I'm not a real father, but I'm like really the proudest bonus dad that's on the world. And all the forgiveness with Joklan to come 2 months ago when I started with Matthew in London, and from there it's been a journey. But I'm so thankful, and I'm really it's rocket speed now. It's beautiful.
And everything is rolling, like the money, the sex, the
yes.
people are flowing out our life like perfect. Please leave. Other people coming in like so naturally. We're so
really like this, aligned.
No.
Lots of love, also for Jen.
Yes, she loves you guys. She's doing her women's retreat right now. It's really
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much. Great
Yeah,
to see.
I'll see you guys at the end of the month, okay?
Yeah, of course. See you. Say bye, Danny.
Bye, Danny.
All right. You know, I'm going to end it with that one because this couple is a wonderful example of what's possible. You know, they're in Inner Circle. They were just at our intensive, and we're going through a lot of resistance. And you know, by the end of the intensive, they were hugging and loving. And anyways, they're just willing to do the work. They're willing to go, you know, deep. And as a result, I hope you can see the joy and the happiness that is available for you all. Yeah. So here's what we're going to do now. I think if you've been around us long enough, you know that I think that part of like the magic is that, yes, you know, what we've been doing for the last hour and a half or so is been, you don't know this is happening, but we are not only challenging all of the limitations, but slowly starting to rewire, and we're helping you unconsciously to open up to new possibility. Yeah. Like, how could you not go, okay, wait a minute, I'll go all in after you see and feel the energy and the love between these two beautiful people. Yeah. And it's what I'll always tell you. Once you heal from within, the money, the love, the relationship, that it'll all just flow. It'll all just be a representation of what's within. Well, that's what we're going to do right now, guys. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go into breath work. Okay. And this is going to be your way to leave the mind and tap into the divine. Okay. So I want to just kind of prepare you. How many of you, is this your first time ever doing something like this? Send us a yes, please. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what's about to happen, guys? First off, you are safe. You are held. All you're going to do is you're going to use the power of the breath to help bring in enough oxygen into your lungs to trigger a part of your brain called the pineal gland, which is the thing that allows you to access the divine, essentially the spiritual world. Okay. And all you have to do is breathe. Now, you're going to have some resistance. It's natural. Some of you, and resistance is going to show up by, oh my God, what am I feeling? I'm a little bit nervous. This is a little scary. What if I die? You know, my hands are tingly. How long is this going to last? I need to chat and ask for instructions. These are all of the ways in which your mind will try to keep you away from the beauty of this moment, trying to make you aware of it. And yet, and if that happens, it's okay. We'll be back next month for another Soul Sundays, or some of you will be joining us in other things that we do, and you get to keep working on this. So what I'm going to ask you for this breath work is no judgment, patience, but also surrender the resistance. Yeah? No judgments. Have patience with yourself, love and kindness, but also surrender the resistance. Yeah. And so what we're going to do in a second is I'm going to lead you through the breath work that we do on day 1 of Awaken. If you've ever been to Awaken, day 1 is like a little bit lighter. It's going to be a very easy pattern. All you're going to do is you're going to follow this pattern. Ready? In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. It's nice and simple. Now, what happens, the magic, is the combination of the breath work with all of the work we've done for the last hour and a half or so far. Okay? That's the magic. Because now you're in a state where you're starting to be open to and realize, hang on a second, there's some things in my life that like I got to let go of. There's some ways I've been being that have been holding me back. Or like, wow, a lot of these people are showing me that like this stuff is real. And like I really can have it all. Yeah. And so if that's you, all we're going to do is we're going to tap you into the spirit world using the power of breath. Okay. And people have really beautiful experiences, even online. You know, some of you are going to have really profound, beautiful experiences. All right. When you're breathing, you're going to breathe through the mouth to take in as much air as possible. And you're going to lay down so you can get comfortable. Guys, we live in a world of constant, like, you know, dopamine and constant searching. This is for the next 45 minutes or so. This is your opportunity to like say, like, forget about everything. This is me with me now. Yeah. Honor yourself. This is you with you. If you're with a partner, by the way, don't touch them. Don't be holding hands, because let them be with them and you be with you. Yeah. And we're going to play some beautiful music for you. All we need you to do is lay down, cover your eyes with something. Go grab a towel or a thing to cover your eyes. And until I say come back, don't uncover your eyes. Now, why do I say that? Because even that is a way in which the mind tries to resist, right? The mind wants to try to keep you from going inward. And if you want to have a beautiful experience, all we need you to do is breathe. The deeper you allow yourself to breathe, there will even be resistance in the breathing. So look at me. Look at how I'm breathing. Ah. 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 Who can see? Those are like very deep breaths. It's my belly, my chest, my back, my lower back. All of me is expanding to take in as much as possible, right? And if you have a hard time with that, then do the best that you can, but push yourself in here, because the resistance you can move past in the breath is the resistance that you'll be able to move past in life. All right, so I'm going to ask you, if you came face to face with a profound moment of healing, a profound moment of awareness or release, I'd love to hear from you. Particularly if you finally realize where there was a blockage in your life or where that was coming from. Could you wave at me if that's you? Yeah. All right. I'm going to go with Oleg. And then,
Hey,
you can, Oleg, hey brother, how are you?
how are you, brother? Listen, I'm very much like you. Cancer process things the same way. I had the 10-year relationship with the narcissist ex. It's been a journey. I have been down in darkness place of my soul for so long, and I've cried so hard, but I never cried as hard as I just did right now. But these were tears of release, from love, from understanding exactly what was in the way. And I went to the place of being with the ex and how the soul contract with her and I played out. I went to my inner child, which I've been with so many times, but not like this. He and I connected on a much deeper level. And the whole time I just wanted to just leave the house, to drive over to the ex-wife's house and give her a nice big hug. Like we can't stand each other, but now I'm just so open to just embracing her and allowing her to just let go of all of the stuff that's between us, because she's just closed off.
Oleg, I'm going to give you some advice. This is for all of you.
Yeah.
For a lot of us men in particular, I've helped a lot of men who have gone through divorce. we get this vision of wanting one big happy family after divorce, but sometimes that's not our ex-partner's vision.
Mm,
The most loving thing you can do is to be okay with wherever they're at and whatever they decide for the journey. Words of ownership, words of release, words of love, but no expectation, because she's on her journey and you're on your journey. Does that make sense?
yeah, but should I still go over there or no? Like,
Probably not right now. Give it a day or so. Give it some time. But I'm glad you got the release, man. Thank you for being here.
thank you, Danny. Appreciate it.
Sabina.
Yeah, hi, Danny. It's kind of surreal actually to be here and to experience all of this. I'm insanely happy about all of it. And yeah, I can really, really feel the release. And the main thing that I really, really understood, that I have so much love inside of me, that I am the love. But the one who really needs it, it's me. And yeah, so what I released was some kind of, I don't know, some kind of blockage that was like keeping me from that love. And now there is a space for that love.
That's right. I literally, I see it in your face. I've been noticing you. I've been noticing you. And you're so much lighter. And
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. Sabina, this is just the beginning. Just the beginning.
Oh my God.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You know, as you're all watching right now, I'm going to try to get to as many of you as possible. You know, my vision is for 1 million people to be here someday. If you would like to help us with that, when you post your words, your heart, your feelings about what you experienced here, it helps us tremendously. So just share from your heart, you know, on your stories, tag us, and we'll reshare, because you know, we don't need more advertising or ads or Facebook, or we need, when the world feels that our life is actually changing, is when the world will want to change itself. So thank you. We'll go to Safia.
Yes. Hello, Danny. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm very good now. Really, this was just very much different experience. I was somewhere up with a lot of people, and we were created for love. That's what I felt.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, that was the ending of all of this, but this was the most longer. I don't know, like, this is the longest part in all of this, and it was amazing. I don't know, it's too much more than we are, than what they taught us that we are. I think there's a lot of power in us, a lot. That's how I feel now. And I feel like I want to just hug everyone and say, I love you, everyone.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you had that experience. Let's go with Camila.
Hi, everyone. So my experience is, I'm gonna try to get through this without crying.
Cry.
You
don't need to be strong anymore.
So when we started doing the breath work, what was coming up for me was that I felt broken. I felt broken because I went through a health diagnosis 2 years ago. And so I start to feel invisible because a lot of things were extracted from me through that health diagnosis. I had to have a lot of surgery and things were taken from me, and I started to feel less than and invisible. But as we went through the breath work, I started to feel tingling in my body and to walk in that light and that love, and that I am abundant, and that I declare that I am abundant. And and so I'm getting that healing now. I thought that I got it before, but I'm really having that breakthrough of understanding that I am not invisible, that I'm not broken, that I'm not less than a woman if I don't have certain body parts because of that health diagnosis. And
No.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I've seen you since the very beginning. That's why. That's why your soul called that in, you know?
Yeah.
I'm really happy you were here. Where do you live?
Inglewood, California.
Oh, you live in it? Okay, you're coming to Anaheim, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Yes.
Okay. Don't be giving me no shit about it's too far. It's people coming from like Korea and South Africa. So
Yeah. Okay.
see you there.
Thank you.
Beautiful. We're gonna go with Daniel.
Hi there.
What's up? What happened? What was the moment of awareness for you?
It was intense. I mean, like, there was like this moment that I like, you know, as a child, I think I had to suffer a lot through shame. I lost my parents at a young age. I moved from a city and I got shamed a lot, bullied, how do you say, picked up by other guys, you know. So there was like, I felt there was so strong shield around my heart to not feel.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I'm even shaking a little bit while sharing this, but that's like, I guess, being vulnerable. And yeah, I had compassion with him. I said, my God, man. I had to learn to survive, but now I don't need to survive anymore. I can start living from love, you know.
That's right, my brother.
So yeah.
That's right.
And after the breathing, you know, there was one moment, because all the breathing session, it was really forced from the belly, and like one moment I just felt like this part was, I was able to take a really deep breath in. I was like, oh my God, this is my heart opening, I guess.
Beautiful, bro. That's right, man. Where do you live, Daniel?
The Netherlands, Roermond.
Okay. Okay. We'll see you in London next year sometime. Okay.
You can count on me.
All right, my man. All right. Thank you. Really beautiful. I want to pause for a second. How many of you, you know, I was on one earlier today with the message of separation and oneness and fear. And how many of you, is there a space inside of you where it's starting to now become clearer? It's starting to make a little more sense, right? Yes, yes. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, yeah. You are an onion. And every time we do a little bit of work, it's like another layer of release. What we are committed to is to get you to the center, to the truth, to the I am. Yeah. And this is why we are doing Soul Sundays now, is because many of you know we have Awaken, we have our online communities called the Collective and our Inner Circle. But we wanted any resistance or anything keeping you, the world, from seeing the power that's inside of you. We wanted it to be gone. And so this is why we're doing this. Okay. So who has a big share, like a big one? Who's got a big one? Iona, you got a big one? Diana, you got a big one? Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Danny. Thank you for giving me the space.
Yeah.
So I came in London for first time this year, and I realized that I'm really afraid and to take space and speak up because I feel I don't have anything to share. So it's the first time sharing, and it's challenging for me, but I said I'm gonna go for it. And after Awaken, everything turned upside down. My relationship ended. And I'm realizing and healing the patterns of overgiving and overfunctioning and believing that I'm not worthy of love, and believing that I have to be overgive and let myself down in order for someone else to love me. So when I returned from Awaken, I just declared really calmly that I'm no longer doing that and I want to receive this, and this. So as a result, the relationship ended because the guy I was in couldn't raise to meet me in that frequency. So I'm healing from that, but I realized today that I hold resentment towards myself and I have anger towards myself because I allowed that to happen. So I released that and I returned to myself and I said, I love you. You are love. You had to learn. You had to release that pattern, and he helped you release that pattern.
That's right. That's right. You guys
And
started to get this? Yes, 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 Iona. Very powerful. Very powerful. Yes.
so I do forgive him and I know that he tried, but I had to release the idea of me wanting him to be the one because I am the one. And since Awaken, I keep saying that to myself. I keep saying I'm the one and I'm loved. And I love myself way more than before. So I'm really thankful for that.
I'm so thankful for you. So thank you for you. Yeah. Yeah. How does this all feel? Your life is literally starting to change right now. You know this?
Yes, it's scary, but I am more calm. I'm not reactive. I know where I want to be, and I just take action every day, even though it's scary.
Okay. Beautiful. Just go with that. Iona, everybody, there is no fear. All there is love. The more that you go past the fear, the closer and closer you get to just becoming love. I promise you, you will get to a place, as long as you have the courage to go on the journey, where there's nothing to be afraid of ever again. I promise you. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Life is fucking beautiful. Let's go with Diana.
Hi, Danny. How you doing?
Great. How about you?
Good. I'm good. I'm really happy. So through the meditation, I just felt this ray of light coming into my body. And I can feel more and more and believe I am that I am. I want to start crying. I've been dealing with back issues for the last 30 years of my life. And just recently received another medical diagnosis that might need surgery. Um, but I'm not afraid anymore. And through the breath work, I just felt I sent a lot of healing to my back. And I said, this is going to heal, and just, connecting to myself. So thank you.
There is nothing for you to doubt. There is nothing for you to worry about. You are the creator, and even your back, it's trying to, and it's been trying to show you something all along. You have now found a home. You have found people who will support you through this journey, because the body is just a reflection of what's going on inside. When we heal the inside, the body heals as well. Okay?
Thank you.
You just keep declaring and telling God, I am ready to heal. Show me the pathway. I will follow it. That's all you have to say. Okay?
Thank you. And I'm excited. I came to Awaken in Palm Springs the last 2 years. And I'm going to come back this year with my sister. So I'm really excited.
Oh, Diana, it's completely changed because I've completely changed. To be honest, I was a jerk at the last Awaken Palm Springs. Get ready. This is going to be so powerful. It's going to just blow your socks off. Get ready.
I'm excited. Thank you, Danny.
Yeah. We'll go. Where's my sister Oyola? Diola.
Hi. So for a very long time, I've stayed in the place of my masculine. I didn't trust men. And I felt like I had to, or should I say my father bullied me for a very long time. And so because of that, I didn't trust any man, and I would never allow you see my soft side or weak side. And today, for the first time, I was able to release that masculine side and give room for my feminine to show up, because I'm now seen and safe. And I'm okay now. And I've got me. And that really was so different, you know. I just felt seen and safe, and I found myself making sounds of release. And it was really, really beautiful. So thank you for today. Thank you.
See you next month, right?
Yes. See you next week.
That's the cool thing. Now I get to see all of you every month now. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Augustina.
Can I maybe do it in Spanish and you translate?
Sure.
Because it's going to be more fluent. So, Diana habló del dolor, y una cosa que me pasó cuando volví ahora de Awaken London es que dejé de ser intolerante a la lactosa. Así que realmente esto...
I spoke about pain, and one thing that happened when I came back from Awaken London was I let go of my lactose intolerance. Dime lo que pasó para.
Ahora.
Ahora sí.
Me di cuenta que siempre estoy cuestionándome, incluso en el camino del crecer y dejarme ser. Es como, pero hiciste el camino correcto, ¿no? Y como que sentí el dolor más extremo de todas las veces de todas las respiraciones que hice, hago y todo. Esta fue como dolorosa, ¿no? Y me dolían las manos.
So I realized that I've always been questioning myself in my life. Like I always question, even in the healing journey, I'm constantly questioning, like, did I do it the right way?
Y sentí como un dolor que me dolían las manos, se me quedaron así y no se iba, ¿no? Y como, y no había manera, estaba en el medio de eso y era, no entiendo, ¿y ahora qué hago? ¿En qué pienso? ¿No? Como, ¿qué puedo hacer para soltarlo?
Un segundo. And I realized that there was this pain. My hands were clamped up. Very normal, by the way. My hands were clamped up. It was just so painful that I thought, like, what am I going to do? There's nothing for me to do.
Y me di cuenta que el tema es que es esto, es como intento todos los días, ¿no? Como decir, bueno, fluyo. E incluso cuando digo, bueno, fluyo con lo que hay y lo que viene de afuera y bueno, y quizás a veces es hacerme atravesar dolor o lo que sea, pero me castigo por eso permanentemente, ¿no? Entonces fue como un, soltate a vos, todo lo que haces está bien, todo lo que haces está bien. ¿no?
Right. She said, I've realized that I've been punishing myself my entire life. So the pain was like another form of like punishing myself. And I finally realized that everything that I do is fine. Like it's all fine. Eso es bonito.
Even whatever goes wrong is fine.
Like, yeah, because there's no such thing as wrong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like,
wait.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Do you understand? I just did a clip about this week.
Yeah. It's like, it's funny because every time I think of something, he does a clip.
It's like, well, even the fact that you think you need to say it in Spanish, like, look how beautiful your English is.
I know, but I've been trying, and it's really like, I know I can do it, but it's much more fluent in Spanish. And it's nice to speak to you in Spanish too.
Good to speak to you too. ¿Tú eres de España?
No, yo soy de Argentina.
Ah, de Argentina. Yo nunca he ido a Argentina y quiero ir a Argentina. Eventualmente. Hacemos un Awaken allá.
Eso totalmente. Hay un montón de gente esperando.
Gracias. Isn't this beautiful? We're here from all over the world. Like, what the hell? Guys, can you get that? Do you understand what she just realized? That like that's a code. We're all downloading codes right now from the divine, and you can choose to download whatever anybody else shares. You can choose to go, oh, I'm going to take that one too. This amplifies your growth and your healing. I said a clip about this week. It was like, what if there is no right or wrong? What if everything is perfect? Think about that. Think about how much energy we've invested in our lives to make things wrong. Let me answer your question. Do narcissists live in the world of wrong, right and wrong? Well, yeah, because someone has to be wrong. Do narcissists live in a world of perfect? Everything is perfect? Well, no, they can't because everything is perfect. Do you see that? Let's go with Mobina.
Hi again. I was just gonna say that it's so beautiful that how we have like the perfectly tailored download for each and every single one of us. For me, Danny, it was so deep. I felt tingly all over my body, like when I was in ayahuasca and I had to surrender. And I surrendered and surrendered, and I forgave my father.
Beautiful.
Danny, this is so big for me because I saw him as a little boy, and then I saw the abandonment fear that he had, and I forgave him and I thanked him because his abandonment actually made me closer to God. And I told him, how could I not forgive you when I am a creation of you? And I realized that that got me closer to the Creator. And then the very last moment when you told us to come back, I honored my mom. She's actually here on this call right now. And yesterday I dishonored her. But today I came to the truth, and it's like I had this message that you created the body that is holding my soul. How could I not honor you?
That's right. Now you guys are starting to understand when I speak about the mother and the father, they are the pathway to our greatest. You're getting it now. You're getting it. Your mother and father, and the release of any negative energy with them is the pathway to your greatest power and your greatest life.
Yes.
But listen, this is important. You don't have to be there now. Understand, Mobina, I can tell you've been on this path and it's just starting to, because everything is leading you bit by bit to that moment where you can, that's when everything starts to unlock, guys. That's when you can let go of anything with mom and dad, you're letting go of anything with life.
And truly, I realized that this is how I come back to the Creator.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We're going to do one or two more. We're going to go with my brother Thomas. Oh, Elaine is next. Elaine, go ahead, Elaine.
That me, darling?
Hey, Elaine.
Hi. Yeah, I've done breath work before, but only one time in person. There was about 10 of us local in Ireland here, and it was like insane, you know, the tingles in the body, and just feels like you're just floating in space. But anyway, this time it was just a lot different. I just felt my heart open. Just felt it like getting really big. I actually heard my heart beating. I heard it beating, but I didn't hear it from my senses. I didn't hear it from the ears. I just felt it. And I felt as if we were all holding hands, but we weren't holding hands because we're all one.
We were, yeah.
You know, and like I haven't been in a relationship in a long time. I say it's about 10 years, maybe longer.
Well, because the heart's been closed.
The heart's been closed, and then there's been a lot of like people, like my dad died very young, and I lost my best friend. He was my soulmate very young, and suddenly my friend took her life just about 3 months ago, and it was quite shocking. So there's been a lot of death in the family and close friends. There's not many of us left, Danny. So I think I just kind of woke up about 3 or 4 years ago, get into the spiritual side of things, and it's, you know, and I was really lonely, but I'm not alone anymore. I'm not lonely at all. Like, just not lonely at all. Not
Yeah,
not at all.
the heart is afraid to really open up because the people that you love have gone.
They have, the grief has just, like, I used to be so, like, I knew I was really confident, and the grief has just really made me shrink.
Well, hang on, Elaine.
Well,
let's change this. I
yeah,
have allowed.
yeah, I've allowed.
I
Yeah.
have allowed the grief
The grief to
cause me to shrink.
cause me to shrink. It's not me. I know, like, in my heart, that's just the, you know, the ego, the I'm letting that
Yep.
kind of determine who I am. That's not who I am, you
It's
know. And but every day, like, I am getting stronger and stronger, you know, and just even like when I was meditating at the very end of the meditation, Danny, my phone rang. I had to turn it off, but it was my mother. And my mother, like, wouldn't tell you she loves you or anything. She's very, like, old school, like. But you know what she said? She left me a voicemail and she said, Lane, I'm just leaving you this voicemail. I think there's going to be a storm tonight. Take care. And I was like, what? She never says anything like that. And this is after my heart and then the meditation. She rang me.
This is what I've been trying to tell you, that as long when you heal, the seven closest people around you start to heal. See, you guys have been thinking, thank you, Elaine. You guys have been thinking I'm a nut. But do you see that I'm onto something here? Do you see? So when I'm constantly telling you guys, get to awaken, get to awaken, get to awaken, get to awaken, get to. Now, do you understand? Because do you understand what kind of power has been inside of you your entire life? Do you understand that? And I'm just trying to help you unlock all of it. Sorry, I know I might sound like a little bit crazy, but anyways, it's just my love for you guys and my love for life, and how much I have a passion to help people no longer live in unnecessary stress or limitations. That's it. It's what I dedicate my life to. This has been beautiful, guys. Heba, I have a feeling. I'm going to end it with Heba. I just have a feeling. I don't know.
Oh, hi. Do you hear me? Hi, Danny.
Yeah, don't go anywhere yet. Hold on, guys. Don't go anywhere yet. But just Heba, this will be the last share, and then I'll wrap it up.
Okay. Okay. I just want to say that, okay, I'll share my experience with the breath work. So I just saw myself like up top in a circle with angels. I don't know, like circle around. I don't know if this is crazy, but and I just had this things like this idea of that I just worry for nothing. And and yeah, and I just heard that I'm here to see my my divine feminine.
That's right.
Because yeah, I've been struggling with feminine masculine energy, and yeah, I think this is my experience. And lastly, I just want to say that I just love you, Danny. I don't know, my brother. And you've just changed me throughout your podcast. Like I just like yeah, when I hear the one, and I'm happy that it's coming back. I actually just want to share this in one of your episodes. I can't remember what Jen said, but I just came out from divorce. So like I heard the podcast when like I was I was fighting with my ex-husband, and actually when I was hearing the podcast, something came out through of my mind, my stomach, like I just throw out when she said something about like she was like in her ex her past relationships that she was struggling with I don't know, that she is not in a very balanced masculine feminine energy.
It
So
unlocked something inside of you.
yes, yes. And I just want to say thank you, and I'm just excited. I'm going to be there for Awaken by the end of this month. Thank you.
Be there, okay? Thank
Yeah.
you. Number one, guys, our very next Soul Sunday is Sunday, September 7th. Obviously, we would love to join you, or for you to join us, and we'd love for you to invite all of your family members and friends. You now have seen the power of this. So you are the first to get an opportunity to reserve your spot there. Remember, it's pay what you can, whatever feels comfortable to your heart. And again, help us spread the message, through your social media, your family members and friends. The link is just dannymorel.com/Soul Sundays for anybody that wants to come. But if not, you have that QR code there. Next, some of you are ready to take it to the next level. And that's our event, Heal Your Hidden Wounds. And that's the very following weekend. That's Jen and I are going to be walking you through a full day event. For those of you that are in the collective and inner circle, you guys are completely free. But we're going to be going deep into some of the hidden wounds that are blocking you and help them to unravel it all. In particular, the mother-father wound and the masculine-feminine wound. Guys, this is a full day experience. It's $97. You and your healing is worth 1,000 times that, and we believe that the power of the event is worth 1,000 times that. And yet it's a full day of work for my wife and I, so that's the energy exchange, essentially. Guys, that's it for today. That's it for today. The vision of what we're doing and what we're working for is to help humanity heal. We're creating something through this Soul Sunday experience that I think is going to be really beautiful. Eventually, we're going to be doing this in English and in Spanish. The Anaheim event will be translated 100% in Spanish for those of you that have Spanish family members. And we're excited to see each and every one of you next Soul Sunday. Bring your family members, bring your friends, invite everyone who's ready to start the process of transforming your life. And if you were here this one, don't miss that one, because the work is just going to compound. And a year from now, you'll be a brand new person. All right?